Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series, The Star and the Sword, following Emir Ismail ibn Abi Salam of House Zaydan. And here you can see there's a little bit of a strange noise here as we walk back to our rooms. I was born this day 30 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife, Anastasia, or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and hushed whispers coming from down the hallway. What could it be at this hour? What a surprise! All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin this next year of life. There's even an entire table laden with saffron cakes, my favorite. Here I was thinking that everyone had forgotten about me. I cannot believe that Anastasia went through all the trouble of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue such a thoughtful surprise was being planned out at all. My friend Lub approaches me, struggling to carry 3 beautifully wrapped packages. Ever the trickster, he says, I've 3 gifts here for the choosing. One shall be yours, but which shall it be? I think that we should take the... I usually go for the medium size or the small ones, but I think we're going to go for the large gift this time. So let's see what's in here. Oh, we have received a new spear. This one better than our older one? It is actually quite a bit better. So we will equip that. We're going to probably rename it as well. We shall rename this one to be the... let's call it the Spear of the Star. I think that's a good name. The Spear of the Star. There we go. We'll probably give the Idrisids spear to, I imagine, our brother here, perhaps our next oldest brother. He would probably deserve to hold that indeed. So we'll give it to him. There we go. And that, yeah, that should be good. Probably could have gave it to this brother here. And oh, is he going to actually be able to? He will accept vassalization. Excellent. So we'll do that now that our celebrations here are done. Oh no, our daughter Arasis seems a little bit sickly. Hopefully she'll manage to recover, but we shall see. I would like to get my brother here to accept our vassalage. So he needs the religious exemption because he's Ashari, but that's actually completely fine with me. So yeah, we have turned 30 years of age and nothing wrong with that at all. I think we are going into the best years of our life here with Emir Ismail, and we've got a lot of plans and a lot of things to do. Now, I did mention in the previous episode that we were going to try to play a little bit of a tall game, and part of playing the tall game in Crusader Kings 3 is trying to find a province that gives you either a cool, unique building, or just you want to find some really good provinces to build your core around so that you can have a lot with just a little. And probably the best one and the most fitting one is actually going to be to take Fez, and that is because this is not only the traditional Idrisid capital in the Maghreb, and obviously we are of the Idrisid dynasty, but it actually has a possibility for a unique building here, which is obviously very fitting, and that is the university. And we are going to attempt to build this. Now, this university, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there was traditionally a university here in Fez, and I believe it was actually built in the year late 800s or 900s. Can't quite remember exactly. Somebody can probably correct me in the comments. But in this timeline, it was not built. So we are going to attempt to do that probably a little later on in life. And I think that makes us, that fits for our character, this learning focused character. that might be kind of our big goal for the campaign, is to save up enough money to build this university. We're going to need to take Fez first, and that's going to be a little bit tricky here. We could try to conquer the county. We're reasonably evenly matched, but it does give a little bit of an advantage to Emir Fad of House Meknesid here. So we probably can't do it right away. We've got some, we've got our strong allies with our brothers here. And if we can get maybe one more ally, we might be able to pull it off. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering how things are going in the Roman Empire. And we will take just a brief look. I don't want to be going back to check in on things with the Argeus dynasty too much during this playthrough. We are playing, this is our character, Emir Ismail, and we're going to play it mostly like how we would any other series, but this is pretty important events going on in the world, and I think that we do need to look at this just because it's going to have great repercussions for the entire world here. So you can see that Basileus Alexandros II is now on the throne of the Roman Empire. That is because his brother here, Basileus Euans, was actually unfortunately died under mysterious circumstances. He appears to have been murdered. Who murdered him? That's a good question. There are many possibilities, but his legitimized bastard half-brother Basileus Alexandros is now on the throne. So that is very interesting. I wonder if Mayor Bosporios, the current regent, had anything to do with this, trying to maintain his power. That is a good question. But Basileus Alexandros now faces a lot of difficulties because he's actually facing a dissolution war by Despotissa Euphemia of Anatolikon. It's a pretty strong one. I think that they actually have, almost twice as many troops as he does. Now, there might be a slight advantage just to the defender here, but the fact that he is also dealing with the jihad for Egypt is going to make things very difficult for him. So it's entirely possible that we could see the Roman Empire just get dissolved here in the next little bit. And there's probably some of you who are, sad to see that happen. But frankly, as the person who formed this entire empire over like 50 episodes of characters in the Argeus playthrough, I would love nothing more than to see this dissolve and turn into chaos, because to me, I find that incredibly amusing, and we'll see how that all plays out. Maybe they'll be able to hold on, but I'm doubtful just because of the two wars that he's facing. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pull that off. So we might see the Roman Empire just completely dissolve, and that's going to be interesting because, it's going to turn into a lot of very small kind of kingdoms and duchies. Like, all of this is just going to get kind of split up. We're still going to have some Argeus rulers here in various places, like all the Argeus kingdoms here are going to split, and then we're going to get all of these duchies and whatnot. That, I think, will lead to some very interesting things in the future, and I'm excited for it. So I kind of hope we watch everything that we built in those 50 episodes of the Argeus dynasty crash and burn, because I love chaos, and that chaos is going to be interesting for us to see. So what are we going to do here for the Emir in order to get Fez? That is probably our most pressing goal, is trying to get Fez so that we can end up building up enough money to get the university. This is where we're going to build our core around. Like I said, we're not going to paint the map, but we are probably going to take, we might take this county. Maybe we'll take this one. I mean, it's one of our brothers. We'll see if we can get him to swear vassalage to us. But, we could probably build a pretty good tall core just with these couple things right here. If we can really develop them and, save up a lot of money, we'll probably be able to hold off Al-Andalus, and then we get that university. I think that's going to be a really good goal for our character, and that's kind of what we're going to be aiming for now. My father, the great Sheikh Abi Salam, died from being ill a long time ago, yet the flame of his life still shines bright. What surrounded him everywhere now seems to follow me. Many still consider me his son rather than a man in my own right. Just yesterday, an old peasant was praising him as if he was still alive. The time has come to step out of his shadow, to make my mark on the world, to be recognized as the great Emir Ismail. The world shall remember Abi Salam as my father, indeed. So we gain the Shadow of Fame Dawn. This character is determined to become as famous as possible. Oh, this is actually going to affect how we play the game, because now that we have this and we lose Shadow of Fame Twilight, we shall... I mean, we're going to have to follow this. We need to become as famous as possible. Doesn't mean expanding our realm to a massive heights, but it means we need to make our mark on the world. And I think founding this university here, a great center of learning, would be very advantageous to accomplishing those goals. So we're making a very small amount of money, which is fine. Oh, our brother wants a council position. We could probably give him one. What's he good at? He's good at learning. He's a little bit good at intrigue, actually. I could probably put him as our spy master. Yeah, he should be fine for that, and he's quite trustworthy. So Sharif, our brother, will be our spy master for now. Oh, and we can vassalize our other brother. Perfect. There we go. So this is the kind of expansion that I like, where we don't really actually need to do like conquering and stuff. If we can get all of our brothers to join us, that would be ideal. And he joined us without us even needing to, we're not even as de jure liege. If we could take Fez, we could probably get our other brother here. The thing is, I wouldn't mind getting the kingdom of the Maghreb without actually having to take all of the land. Like if we can get the kingdom title by just holding, say, like Fez and Reese here. I think that's the name of our current duchy. In any case, if we could get maybe 2 or 3 duchies, like this one, and maybe this one here, and then get the kingdom title, that would be great. And I wouldn't really feel too much of a need to expand down here with this character, but we'll have to see. But in any case, can we get our other brothers here? Offer vassalage, religious, 24. So he won't accept, but maybe if we max out our relations, I'd love to get our brothers as our vassals, even though they are probably more helpful as allies because we can call on their troops. Getting them as vassals would just be nice for the for everything. So we'll try to get him. We'll try to befriend our brother. Why not? Let's get all of our brothers as friends. I think that's, you know what? You should be friends with your brothers if you can. I mean, if they're good people, why not? Can negotiate potential alliances. All of them are... Oh, not all of them are inside my realm. Who are the most powerful? Oh, wow. We could get an alliance with Emir Hakam Ibn Karima. What do you rule? And why do you have 9,000 troops and you're just an emir? Oh, because he's got a big mercenary army. Well, he still has a huge army. He is the ruler of Balancia. But he won't accept an alliance. Man, that would be a strong ally to have. What about you? You won't accept, but you're actually relatively close. Tlemcen. Tlemcen could be useful. And he is the leader of, or the head of the Idrisid dynasty, I do believe. Yeah, he is. Even though, frankly, we probably should take over as the head because we are slowly becoming more powerful. We're not going to convert to the local culture. Don't really see any need for that. So we're going to let time. We're going to get our brothers onto our sides. We're going to try to potentially gain an alliance here so that we can defeat Fez and take that county and then start to develop our core around that. Logistician, brother and friend. My agreeable brother and friend Sheikh Sharif is known for his prowess in military matters, especially in areas where I have found myself lacking. Will you teach me? Oh, we could get a logistician. Critical stress break though. No, I don't want to. I don't want to take any stress breaks. In fact, I would like to try to get rid of the stress break if we can. I would say that our best chance to do so. Oh, we don't have any court positions filled up. Do we have a good physician? Lub would be fine for that actually. He's pretty good. All right, so I'll appoint Lub as our court physician. We'll need a caravan master. I don't want Amin because he's our rival. But none of these other people are particularly good. So, you know, I don't know if we would appoint him as our caravan master. We'll find another one. But we do have a couple prisoners. Maybe we can ransom them. A hook. Could be useful. And what about you? Who are you? Ishak Hanachid. Let's see. Man conversion? And gain a weak hook? Nope. We could. Might as well. Let's get him out of our prison here. We don't see any need to hold people in our prisons forever. But yeah, I need to reduce our stress. So if we can save up some money, we might try to do... Oh, it's so expensive to even just do a hunt. Like, what's the cheapest hunt that we could possibly do? Probably... It's still probably going to cost us 150, even if we go, like, really cheap here. It's going to cost us at least 90. So that's quite expensive. But we do want to save up our money for now. I think one of our best options for getting an alliance, I mean, our son is just 2 years old. Alliance power. Ooh, an alliance with the Umayyads. This could be helpful. Who is this? Mufti Jihad of Balancia. He is the... What would this gain us an alliance with? Sheikhdom of Al-Karas. Sheikhdom of Al-Karas. 1,900 troops. It's actually pretty reasonable. Now, we have complicated relations with the Umayyads, but they are obviously the most prominent and incredibly strong polity here. And, you know, getting those ties would not be too bad. We don't want to get one with Lamtuna because they were the ones who usurped the duchy from us. Would this be advantageous, though? Could we try to get a betrothal for one of our daughters here? That might be possible. Alliance power. That's probably too much of an age difference here. Is there any one who would be a little bit more fitting? Not really seeing any, so I think we'll hold off for a little bit. I'm not in a rush to take Fez. We can still build up some money, and we're going to have this castle done in 8 more months, which is good. So Tangiers is going to be a good place to kind of hold out for a little while anyways. Vassal revealed crypto faith. Sheikh Sharif has renounced his public faith for Zaydism. Ah, okay, so he's actually converted back over to Zaydi. Considering my life's deeds, it is only natural that others should respect me. Yeah, because we're arrogant. I am convinced Sheikh Lot has also accomplished a thing or two which fills him with pride. Perhaps I should commission a small poem comparing our deeds to illustrate that we are both cut from the same cloth. Indeed, we are, because we're literally brothers. We might as well do this. Prestigious image. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Reduces some stress too, which is nice. That's what we are looking to do. The map. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. This man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently, he drew a map of the local drylands for an unknown nobleman. Spies think the lord must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. More vigilant? That would be good. I wouldn't be surprised. We do have rivals. We've actually got 3 rivals, so it would not surprise me if one of them is trying to send assassins after us. We could easily get assassinated here at some point. So, oh, and we can actually get a new. Oh no, we can't. We still only have one accolade. That's fine. You're powerful. Yes, exactly. Our other brother now wants a position here. Let's see. We don't really have a good position for you. You're slightly better than Sharif at the Spymaster game, but yeah, I think we're just gonna have to hold off. We want to keep our council as it is. Our brother's a little bit offended by that, but he'll get over it, I imagine. We're still in line to inherit some titles, which is good. Sheikh Sharif told me of a vision from Allah. Apparently, Sheikh Lot and I are divinely ordained to be friends. How advantageous. We shall tell Lot about this vision. Sharif let us pray together in gratitude. I think we'll probably go with this. This is going to gain us some stress, but our scheme success chance, well, let's actually take a look. Do we even need that? 86%. It's pretty high already. I don't want to take the stress hit, so let us pray together in gratitude here. What? Why? How? There's never a quiet moment. My son and heir Isa is so full of questions. I do my best to encourage his curiosity, but sometimes I cannot help but get exhausted by the constant stream of thoughts and queries. Our son has become curious, much like his father here. It's gonna mean he's gonna be either good for a learning education or diplomacy, and I think we'll probably send him towards diplomacy, but he might take after his father and go learning. We'll see. We'll see which one the computer gives him, but we might change it. We might not. I might leave it up to you in the comments. What do you think we should educate our son? It doesn't even necessarily have to be in one of the two things that he is better oriented for. We could do intrigue, we could do scholarship, we could do war, but let me know in the comments what you think. It might be a little too early to tell, but we shall see. In any case, we're in a pretty good position here. And we've got enough land. We can probably hold our own for a little bit. I would really love to take this land. We do have the advantage here. His allies he doesn't have allies, actually. Do we take Fez now? So the thing is, like, we are not a super warlike character or anything like that. But we are, very proud, a little bit arrogant, some might say. We were an adventurer, a warrior, and I think that there is something to be said for our character wanting to reclaim some of that Idrisid glory that we used to have. We used to have all of this land used to belong to our family, but obviously it no longer does. And Fez was the traditional capital of our dynasty after we fled from the Umayyads and the Abbasids all the way over to here, and it would be good to get that back. And we do have an opportunity now. I think that this could be good because this will give us the opportunity to really start to spend our time developing Fez here specifically, instead of putting money and time into developing Tangier. We can go and just really start to develop Fez, and there's a lot of room, and I kind of like this because we can get 2 new holdings, so we could get maybe another castle and maybe another city or something like that. But we can really develop this. This is a good county to have, and I would like to get it, and this is probably going to be one of our best opportunities. So we are going to take it now, I think. Yeah, you know what? I think we should be able to pull this off. Let's call in our allies. Oh, we've got an ally here. Yeah. Spend 750. No. Let's call in our brothers here. That should, I think, be enough. Oh, and we can call in a dynasty member as well. Here, this is where it's going to cost renown. We can call in our brothers for free, but we can call in the dynasty member for renown, and we're obviously going to spend that because you might as well spend your renown. It's not doing anything, just building up. So let us do that. Let's raise up our armies. We should have this war basically, I don't think it's going to be too difficult here. And then after that, we'll definitely be in a position to kind of hunker down. You know, like I said, we might take this one just because I think the borders will look really nice if we do that, and then try to get our brothers in. This would be a really nice border here. If we can have just like this and then along up to here, I think that would be pretty much perfect. But yeah, let's see how it all. Oh, okay. He wants to come for us. I don't want to engage you before we get some of our allies in here. So they're going to come chase us down. We're going to hold up. We do have a defensive advantage. If we could, you know, maybe hold up here. Let's see if he's actually going to go in for us. Doesn't look like it. A promise of dedication would send a strong message about my good intentions towards Sheikh Lot. Anyone appreciates a powerful favor. The promise will be official and ceremonious. Oh, he would get a weak hook on us. We would gain offered favor. That would give us a huge chance. It is better to avoid things like this. I mean, that would basically guarantee it. All right. And I don't see, what's the difference between these? I don't think we want to in-debt ourselves. So we'll give him a hook though, because I'm not really opposed to that. But we might be able to get him in vassalage here once this war is done. Okay, they're moving. I don't really like seeing... Oh, Tahir has shown me the ins and outs of ensuring provisions reach my soldiers in the field. My final test is a mock battle in which I must protect my supply train from his attack. Prepare the ranks. All right, let's see if we actually pull this off. Tahir comes riding up to me. Impressive, he shouts. My troops could not even get close to the supply train. Oh, look at this. We got logistician, and we didn't even have to take that stress hit that we got before. And with that, that gives us a nice, travel safety bonus too. Perfect. All right, we've got enough troops here. Our allies are coming in. I'm a little afraid that our brother's going to get hit here. I don't think we're going to be able to make it in time to assist him, but we're going to try. We might make it. We might just make it before our brother's forces are defeated. Actually, is this even our brother? I think it is. Oh, we just made it in time, I think. Wow, on the final day of the battle, our brother's forces just about to retreat, and we managed to make it in time. Who is this? Longji Morong. Interesting. We just made it in time to assist, and here we are. We are going to have defeated our enemies in this battle quite soundly, I should say as well. Take a look at that victory, see if anything interesting happened here. Lub Aldani wounded one of the enemy, and we captured this Waldensian Breton man who's all the way down here for some very strange reason. In any case, let's go and siege down the county that we're looking for. And the enemy's retreating, so he's retreating probably down to here. We might be able to get the siege done before he manages that. Oh, and here we got our new little barony here as well. So not too bad. I do imagine we probably should do some converting as well, right? Why not? Because our lands are technically Ashari. We would like to change them over to Zaidi. Sheikh Lot and I have little in common, which has made it difficult to communicate with him. However, with some effort, I could teach myself enough to carry a conversation on the power inherent in secrets, all manner of secrets. The subject deserves as much study as I can afford. Oh, we could get intrigue study for 5 years. That's not so bad. And yeah, all right. Let's or we could relax instead. But we are a learned character. We love learning, and we gain some new insights. So there we go. We're pretty much 100% guarantee our brother is going to become our friend. That should give us a pretty good boost when it comes to bringing him over and getting his vassalage here. If they look like they're going to go for our ally here, we'll probably break off just enough to hold the siege, and then we'll move in here. We should be all right, though. This war is progressing reasonably fast. Oh, and we got some extra taxes, which is good because we're losing money quickly. So we can't really afford our army right now, which is not the greatest. We do need to start making more money, and getting Fez is part of the way that we're going to do that. I'd love it if there was a mine here, but there is not. So we will simply have to look to other ways to gain money and just really try to develop some really good economy-based buildings here in Fez, and then just move on from there. I should be able to help along my friendship. Do we need a gift? No, I don't want to come on too strong. I don't think we need to. We'll save our money here. So we should finish this siege, then we'll move in and immediately we'll attack his army, which is trying to take our capital. I don't think he'll have much chance of doing so before we finish this, and then we can go in and take his army one more time. That's probably going to give us the advantage we need. Surety of supply. Part of commanding an army means making sure my soldiers have plenty of food, drink, and camp gear for the long campaigns. To this end, I should come up with a plan for ensuring my soldiers always have the supplies they need in the field. Arrange a network of merchants to help me. Okay. Well-provisioned armies. Stockpile supplies in my stronghold. It's going to cost us money. Or my soldiers can forage for their own supply. That's actually not too bad. But let's try this stewardship challenge. I think that's a little bit more fitting for our character here. Dependable network. After going through reams of financial ledgers, I was able to pick out a group of merchants scattered around the countryside, which I knew would be dependable. I made an offer to keep them on retainer to provide any supplies my army needs at a moment's notice. This will ensure my commanders will always know who they should go to when they need provisions. This will reliably supply my armies in the field. Or now, to skim a little off the top, I don't think we're like corrupt or anything, so we'll go with that. And now we just need to take this army. We're at 60% war score, which is pretty... I think if we can beat his army in this big battle here and really just crush it, we should probably be able to take the victory. And then we get another martial perk. Let's go with chivalric dominance. I wouldn't mind getting that knight effectiveness. That could be pretty helpful. Serve the crown might be okay. We don't really need the Casus Belli. I'm going to go with chivalric dominance just so our knights are a little bit better here. Can we switch over? We can switch over to learning, but I'm wondering, do we want to go wealth for a little bit? Do we go wealth for if we're still pretty young? We could go wealth. We could get maybe, you know, some of the architect ones here. And then later on in life, we can go learning. We've already got a couple here in the whole of body tree. I'm actually tempted to do this because we're going to need the money. And I think our character is, you know, we do have a wife who is, you know, really focused on money, and I think she's influencing us a little bit. If we can go for, you know, maybe 10, 15 years, save up a lot of money, that's going to be really helpful when it comes to building that university. Then in the later part of our life, we can really start to focus on our scholarship once the university is built. That, I think, is probably going to be the best way to play it here. So here we have engaged with the enemy army here. Our vast forces of our allies here should give us a pretty good chance to win, basically guaranteed. After learning that Sheikh Lot would be attending the dance in the castle town of Taza, I decided that it would be a perfect occasion to pass by to ensure I get some face-to-face time with him. The ball was exquisite and Sheikh Lot put on a fine show. Afterward, I told him how impressed I was and we got to talking. By the time I left, I felt as though we had known each other for a lifetime already. Yeah, we're literally brothers. Of course we have known each other for a lifetime. Both of our lifetimes. But yeah, there we go. So we have become friends, which I think might be just enough. I think it is. Yeah, we're probably going to be able to get him as a vassal once this war is done. Which it's not done yet. We're going to have to go and beat him up a little bit more here. 71% war score. We're only at 21% from battles. We're at 47%. So we could probably get this with like a couple more battles and maybe one more siege. We're going to move in here, try to take this mercenary army that he rose up, and we'll just go and crush that. Yeah, hire a bunch of mercenaries and they just get absolutely defeated. That's going to boost up our war score just enough here. Puts us at 80%. And I think once we get the last siege here, that's probably going to be pretty much enough. Hopefully our allies don't go too far here. Oh no, we're good. We got our allies with us here. So even if they try to attack us, we should be fine. Oh, looks like they might actually be coming in to attack us here. A scheme at court. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my friend Lub. I imagine it's probably my other friend here, Prince Abd al-Majid. Oh no, poor Lub. Lub, you do need a wife. Let's see if we can find you one. Is there anyone in our court who would do? Range of marriage? No. Okay, so let's find you someone suitable here. Basharid, 29, 26, 23, 31. I want to find somebody who's probably going to be able to bring him some kids, so let's see here. Yemeni? That's pretty far. That's a long ways away there. Ah, here we go. This person seems... This is a good match, I think. Hopefully Lub will have some kids before he gets himself assassinated. We shall see, I suppose. This is what happens in these times, you know? You make an enemy and they try to assassinate you, even if they're your a friend of a friend. Oh, well. We'll see how it all plays out here. Let's let this siege tick down. We're going to speed up time just a little bit so we can deal with that faster. Oh, looks like our allies got caught out a little bit there, which is unfortunate for them. He's going to come in at me with not enough troops, certainly, to defeat us in this battle, but he's going to try. We should be able to take him pretty handily here. Oh yeah, look at this. They're actually managing to defeat our brothers' forces because they all split off. They should have stuck close, but once the siege is done, we should probably be... We should be okay here, I think. And it's not going to take too much longer, I suspect. We could take a look at the details of some of these battles. Yeah, one of our people slew one of theirs. We have a... Ah, there we go. Oh, and another daughter. Let's see, in this battle, nothing too interesting there. And finally, in that last battle, yeah, nothing crazy happening in the battles, but praise Allah, Mina has given birth to a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what should I call you? Tarifa, that is a fine name. And there you go, we can see that we have won this war. We can enforce our demands. There we go. So we now have Fez, which we are going to make into our capital here. Because, like I said, it's kind of the traditional Idrisid capital. We should be able to get our friend, or our brother here, as the vassal. And then that will fill this out. There we go. That looks really nice. I'd love to get our last brother here. He will not accept, but perhaps if we can befriend him as well. Have all of our brothers as friends. 8% chance. Not super high, but we might be able to sway him over. We shall try. But we're already kind of reaching pretty close to the full extent of what we want to take. Like I said, we might try to take this and maybe this just for the nice clean borders. But I think that's pretty much going to be it. We've got some domains that we need to give out, but we will take care of that in the next episode. Until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.